Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be showing you an extra special jacket from the movie Rocky IV. This is the jacket he wore in the mountains training to fight Ivan Drago. And here's the back of the jacket. This jacket means a lot to me because it's one of my favorite movies, Rocky IV. And it's a one-of-a-kind jacket. Welcome back to the Collector Channel, everyone. Today I have an extremely amazing piece that I want to share with everyone. This is a 1934 Exhibits 4-on-1 card. This has Babe Ruth, Lou Gehrig, Lefty Gomez, and Bill Dickey. And the card itself is a great piece on its own, but when you add what's written on there, this makes it an extraordinary rarity. This is definitely one of a kind and most likely will always be a one of a kind piece because it is signed by each of the players on here. We'll start at the top. We have Babe Ruth, and his signature, and all these signatures are in blue fountain pen. So he's written right above his name, right below his face, Babe Ruth. And next to Babe Ruth, there's Lefty Gomez, or Vernon Gomez. He has signed it Lefty Gomez. And below we have Lou Gehrig and also Bill Dickey. So this is definitely the first of its kind. There's not many cards to begin with that have Babe Ruth and Lou Gehrig on the same card. There's very few of them, and especially all four of these outstanding Yankees players. These four are some of the best Yankees players ever, all on one card, and they're all autographed by the player, which again is just totally amazing. And the card itself is actually quite rare on its own. Currently PSA has graded a total of around 22 of these. So PSA population total in all grades is 22 of this card, and that's the unsigned version of this card. So that's a pretty low population when you consider some of the Goudy cards that are much higher population than that. On the back of this exhibit card, it shows the position the player plays and the team. So all four of these are New York Yankees players, so it says New York. And above that it shows the position. So we have Lefty Gomez is a pitcher for New York, and then Babe Ruth is the right fielder, Bill Dickey the catcher, and Lou Gehrig the first baseman. And something else that's very interesting about this exhibit is this is from 1934, which was Babe Ruth's last year on the Yankees team. It's also the same year Lou Gehrig won the Triple Crown, so a very significant year for this team and for Babe Ruth. Most likely this was signed in 1934 at some time. There's a possibility it was done after, but there's a very short window since a lot of these players didn't live a whole lot longer after this was this card was put out or produced. So I definitely educated guess on this, that these were autographed most likely in 1934 or very shortly after that. I'll give everyone another look at this. And just so everyone knows, I'll give the year each of these players passed away. Babe Ruth, 1948. Lefty Gomez, 1989. Bill Dickey, 1993. And Lou Gehrig, 1941. And just by looking at this, I would assume they were all signed at the same time. Sometimes multiplayer cards are signed at different times, and you can kind of tell by the different ink that may have been used, or if it's a different marker that's used. This here is that blue fountain pen that was used on all four. So very, very good chance this was signed at the same time by each of these players. All right, well, that is it for today. Thanks for joining me. We'll see you next time. Bye. Welcome back, everyone, to the Collector Channel. Today I'll be showing you a baseball card collection. These are pre-1960 baseball cards. This specific one is pre-war, pre-World War II. It's 1933 Goudy, Lou Gehrig, PSA 5, card number 92. It's a pretty well-centered card, definitely an iconic card. We'll turn it around here. And there's also a number 160 Lou Gehrig in this set. Very similar. Usually this one has a little bit brighter blue to it than the number 160. And then of course the card number is different. They're both really fairly rare for the set. 160 is going to be a little bit tougher to find. I think the population report's a bit lower. So set that aside. Next up we have a Satchel Paige. Can't set it in here, so I'll just put it right here. This is also a really cool card and definitely iconic. It's on PSA's top 20 sports cards of all time. And what I like best about this specific card is the focus on his face. It's not blurry. A lot of times this card does get blurry, especially on his face and hat, and looks distorted. This one's actually pretty crisp. I know it does have these print lines around here. And I guess I don't really even know if they're print lines. It might be just lack of getting print on there from when the card was being made. So it's something definitely that happened during the printing process. We'll check out the back of the card. The back's really clean. It says copyright 1949. I believe these came out early 1949, still before the Bowman, 1949 Bowman cards. And it looks like they're made in Chicago, Illinois by the Leaf Gum Company. All right, let's move on to some more cards. Here we have a PSA 8.5 Play Ball Mel Ott. This is pretty hard to find an 8.5. I believe it's the only 8.5 out there. There might be a couple graded higher. There's not too many. And then there's obviously several graded lower. Well-centered card, really nice card, one of my favorites. The back is really clean also, centered really well in the back, and definitely a 8.5. And next we have, this is a common player 1940 play ball. It's an 8.5, and these are really difficult, especially this year. 1940 play ball are really hard to find in high grade. There's very few 8.5s, 9s, and 10s. I mean, there's hardly any 10s at all, I believe. In this specific card, this is the highest graded. These are really cool too, just because they're black and white. They're really simple. They include a ton of Hall of Famers and retired baseball stars from previous years. Next, I'll show you some American Caramel cards. These are from 1921. These are the E121 American Caramel cards. This is John McGraw, series of 80. So I believe there's 80 different players in this set, but there's a ton of variations. So it's well over 100 different cards and variations within this set. So a 6 is definitely considered high grade within this set. And for a lot of these E121 cards from 1921, PSA population is around maybe 20 to 30 roughly for each card for all grades, not just like a 4 or a 5. I mean, all grades are 20 to 30 total graded from PSA, and probably something similar for SGC. And this is another cool card from the set, graded a PSA 4. And this would be kind of I mean, it's technically a mid-grade, but for, again, E121s, it's kind of a higher grade since they don't come around too often. This one I really like a lot. Grover Alexander, super cool card, very special card. It was an awesome pitcher, graded in a 4. We'll check out the back. And with some of the variations I was mentioning before, On the back, some of them will have the words kind of mixed up. Series of 80, or it might say 80 down there in the middle, but just kind of has the words jumbled up in different or different format or structure of the words in different order, I guess I should say. And here's another E121 from 1921. This is Johnny Evers. And this is graded PSA 5. So it says manager on front, like MGR. I believe some of them, like Ty Cobb, for example, it'll say MGR on front, but some of them will actually spell out manager completely. So that's a variation in itself. Back of this card right there. Yeah, this is a really fun set to collect. So here's a PSA 7. And this is, I mean, definitely high grade. This would be high grade for even like a 50s or 60s Topps set card, but for this, it's ultra high grade. I'll show everyone the back there real quick. And we have this one. This is a 1921 Oxford Confectionery card, E253. So came out the same year as the American Caramel cards. They are a bit tougher, quite a bit tougher to find. It was a smaller candy company, therefore they didn't produce probably quite as many as American Caramel Card Company did. And as far as I know, the pictures they used in this set were just only for this set. And the American Caramel Company, for example, a lot of them used the same photos from like the Boston store or Collins McCarthy from 1917 and some of those issues. So they reused the image. Here's another Oxford Confectionery card, PSA 4 of Pratt. I look at the back of the card. Here's the back of the card. So it shows that there's 20 players within this set. There's Babe Ruth, Ty Cobb. Those are the two huge names in this set and the most valuable, most expensive cards within the set. But there's a bunch of other Hall of Famers and big names like Walter Johnson, Speaker, who else? Alexander. I mean, tons of different awesome cards to collect within this set. And these are from Oxford, Pennsylvania. So we have one more to check out from this set. This is a PSA 4, again an E253 Oxford card. And I'm not exactly sure of any variations. If any of you know if there's any variations within this set, that'd be cool if you could let us know in the comment section below. I don't think there is. I think they're pretty much straightforward what they are, although there definitely could be. Let's check out this stack now. So here we have a bunch of Ted Williams cards I'll be showing you. All of them are PSA 9. So we have this 1959 Fleer Ted Williams, a future Ted Williams, PSA 9 again. And I'm kind of shocked why these go for as low as they do in price. I mean, some of these cards go for $50, $60, $70 in a PSA 9. I mean, that's unbelievable with how cool and how special these are that they go for such a cheap price. And I understand, like, you know, some of the 50s cards or really any mainstream playing day Ted Williams card should be worth probably more, go for more, but really a PSA 9 rookie card of his is going for over $200,000. A lot of his Topps cards in a PSA 9 go for $10,000 to $20,000, and then you have these, in a 9 that is, a PSA 9, and then you have these going for $50, $60, $70. So if you're looking for a good bargain Ted Williams card that I'd be surprised if you would lose on, I definitely go with these. There's not really much to lose on these. Again, another PSA 9, really cool image showing Ted Williams in his grip. It says 1947, another triple crown for Ted. Let's check this one out next. So this is, it says Ted hooks a big one. Another cool card. I mean, it's different, it's unique, it's something you don't see all the time. This whole set is really unique and interesting. This is another cool image too. I like that image a lot. And this is card number 43, PSA 9 again, leads outfielders in double plays, 1951. So it shows the year of kind of what the image would be. Some of these PSA cases kind of stick together, which I actually like because when you stack them together, they don't slide down. This card is awesome. I mean, really, all these are awesome. I keep looking at these and thinking, oh, this is awesome, but they really are cool. Farewell to Baseball, farewell speech. Card number 45. And on the back, there's some good reading. Kind of explains the front of the card, gives a story behind it. Next card, number 46, 1952, Ready for Combat. So this is 1952, but really, as we know, part of the 1959 Fleer Ted Williams set. And another thing that's awesome about these is, I mean, I look at the corners and you can just look at them and tell that they're just really, truly pack fresh. I mean, it doesn't look like anyone's tried to alter them or do anything to them. I mean, these look like they're real legitimate PSA 9 pack fresh cards, which is so rare for even something like 10 or 20 years old. It's not that easy to get PSA 9. And you can see those corners are nice and square, nice and sharp. Awesome card. All right, another fishing card, so two famous fishermen. And this is Ted Williams with Sam Snead. And I actually saw in an auction this card autographed by both of them, which is really cool to have both of them autograph the card. And plus, for all the autograph collectors out there, this is a really fun set to collect autographed. I know it's the same Ted Williams autograph, but to get, you know, as many different Ted Williams signed cards within this set's really cool, and it's possible to collect a lot of them too. I don't know if the entire set is possible autographed or not, but I have seen a lot of different ones. This is Ted's Hitting Fundamentals, number 3. Or it shows 3 different fundamentals. Card number 73. Here's the back of it. Now this is an awesome card here. Try to undo it. There we go. So this one has Babe Ruth in it with Ted Williams. That's an awesome card. To have 2 great hitters together in the same card, that's awesome. So it was definitely before 1948 because of Babe Ruth passing in 1948. This is Ted is patched up. So there's that. And then we have card number 35. Sox missed the pennant. This is another good pose. Ted Williams just doing a follow through of his swing there. So Ted's comeback, number 52. It looks like we have 2 cards left. So 2000th Major League hit. So that must be the ball he's holding from that hit. And lastly, outfielder Ted. All right, well, thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you next time. Bye.